everyone who sent me congratulations, nice text messages, and calls for the Invest in Progress grant. I really appreciate it. And once again, thank you for following me on my journey. So today I want to talk about Brownce's 2-year anniversary. We celebrated our 2-year anniversary last month. February 26, 2021 was when we first launched on the iOS, for Apple's App Store and Android's Google Play Store. And I just wanted to take some time, it's been a month, but I wanted to take some time to, not only because have I been busy, but also take some time to just sit and reflect that, from the time that Brownce started versus where we're at now. Oh yeah, and by the way, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You know where the link's at. Get it done. All right, thank you. So let's get into some of the ups and downs that occurred in the past 2 years with Brownce, shall we? Let's start with the downs first, get all that out the way. Down number 1, having to fire the first mobile app development team. After a year and a couple months, I got rid of the first mobile app development team that I was working with. I ran into so many issues with quality of work, poor communication, and just I don't think they were taking my project seriously. And this team was just not like I would be setting deadlines and then also lying. And then when I tried to leave, when I was leaving, I was leaving, they had the nerve to try to hold my code. And so thank goodness I have an understanding of what to look for in, in JIT, and also like read code and look for certain files, and certain files were missing in the code. And I said, hold on, where's this code at? So that was something that not only was I not getting my deliverables, the work was poor too. So if you're gonna be late on your work, make it like stellar. And I wasn't getting that. So I remember waking up at 3 a.m. the one night, and I changed all the passwords, the usernames, everything. I didn't want them to have any clue of what the login could be. And I evoked all access to everything, and I fired them, got rid of them, gone. And do I just like waking up choosing violence like that? No, absolutely not. But as Beyonce has said, I'm not bossy, I am the boss. Another down was trying to plan the Brownce Launch Party in 2021 during the panorama. If you know what I mean by panorama, this old girl. That was so difficult because, there were the mask mandates going on, and I was not trying to create no super spreader. It wasn't anything like that. Like, there was definitely like social distancing and all types of cleaning stations, all of that. And it was difficult because it was like, well, can we have the launch party? Can we not? It was a lot of playing in limbo, and I'm someone, if you know me, I like to plan every detail down to the decimal. And I usually like have everything planned out, done months in advance. So like then I can focus on the cute stuff, in the later stages. And I was planning like down to like the last couple weeks for this launch party. It was just so such a limbo. Didn't know what was going to happen, but it all ended up panning out. I had to go through different trying to find different food vendors, bartenders. The location was like perfect, and I found like everybody who I chose, like from the photographer, the DJ, the bartender, everybody was perfect. So it ended up working out, but like the stress of like trying to plan during that time period, we all know where we were at, no need to say the name, but that was stressful. Another down is the first year was pretty lonely. I did have like a few friends that had their own business, but being a business owner who also as a tech product, like, you know, it's not as, you know, transactional as, you know, having a clothing line or, you know, selling, you know, beauty products or any, and I'm not like minimizing anyone's business, you know, in that. There's definitely a art and a science to that as well. But having a tech product where you have to like be meeting certain laws and regulations and making sure you're not violating any tech privacy laws, and just having people understanding like the scope. And then there were also friends who like weren't as supportive, so it was a lonely experience in the beginning. But now I feel like I found my support group. I've met other, you know, people, especially like Black women who are having a business, and you know, I've been able to overcome that in the long run. So there's that. Also, having people understand like you're not the same person that you are once you start a business. Not being the friend who's able to just drop everything and go, you know, out for a night out and just grab drinks. Like I have to stick to a schedule. I also, I'm not going to be around as much, and most of the times when I'm going out, I'm going to a networking event. So then having to deal with like that transition of like having, you know, my social group understand like I'm not the same person anymore. I have other responsibilities now, and things, and everything is relying on my will, you know, for lack of a better word. So that was something that I had to adjust to. But then at a certain point, I just said, F it. Oh well, if they get it, they get it. If they don't, they don't. And then here are some of the ups that I experienced. So one up in particular, I think the biggest one so far is the $10,000 grant that I just recently received. Definitely a pivotal moment so far with building Brownce, especially for the year 2023. That was amazing. Also receiving the Silver and Riley grant in 2021. I'm like, what year are we in? So being selected from like a large, you know, pool of applicants, and someone saying I believe in you, that's been like one of the biggest ups. And also like giving me, you know, free money, you know, not taking any equity, just, you know, saying I believe in you so much, I'm going to give you this free money. So I would say the 2 grants that I've received so far, definitely one of the top moments. And then also receiving Temple University's 30 under 30 for building Brownce. That has been another win for me. And when I got the email saying you have been selected, I was like, oh my goodness, me? Really? And you know, then that opened up a huge opportunity to start speaking, having like speaking opportunities at Temple University, having article write-ups. So many doors have been opened because of that moment. So I would say that's probably another, well, not even probably, that is another win for me so far within the 2 years that I've launched Brownce. I would say another win would be the launch of the Brownce merch line. There was so much enthusiasm. I didn't think I was going to have that much enthusiasm over the launch of the line. The first line sold out like within 2 weeks. I was I was not expecting that whatsoever. And you know, even when I'm wearing my hat, you know, and just people say, oh, I like your drawstring bag, or your, well, they don't say drawstring bag, but they just say your bag or your hat, shirt. I get compliments on it all the time. So I would say that's another win for me as well. Another win was the actual launch party. As stressful as it was, it did turn out to be really nice. I had like mixed feelings about it. I go back and forth on it, but I will say that was another win for me. Another win would be all the beauty trade shows I've gone to and met so many different, you know, influencers, beauty professionals, beauty vendors, And people who are excited about Brownce, when they stop by the booth, they notice it, they believe in it, and they, want to be a part of the community. I would say that's, of course, a huge win, because why am I doing all this if that's not, happening? So I would say another win, all the articles that Brownce has been featured in. Not going to go down the list, but that's also another win in the past 2 years. We've been in I wouldn't say more than 5, but less than 10. But I'm just, even with that, those are wins for me too. And I know there's going to be more as Brownce grows, and but I would say that's another win for me. Another win is also, I feel like now I'm getting to a point where it's starting to have some traction. People are finding out about it and are loving it. They're telling their friends. The word of mouth is growing. It's so amazing when I see new people sign up. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so amazing. So that's another a huge win, actually, a really huge win. Having other people, sign up. The user bases are growing because it's a two-sided marketplace. So there are the clients and then the beauty professionals. So just seeing both of those user bases grow, so important and so special to me. My personal growth has definitely expanded, and I'm so much more confident now. I don't let the small things bother me. A lot of things just bounce off of me now. My problem solving is great. Resilience is really strong. My endurance is amazing. There's just overall, I'm just really happy of how much I have grown throughout this entrepreneurial journey, and seeing what Brownce started off as and seeing where it's at now. I am definitely proud of myself, and just happy to see what the product is turning into. Yeah, so it's a wrap. Those were my ups and downs throughout the 2 years of Brownce being born, and I just want to thank all of you for being a part of this journey. We first started off in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia, where we first kicked off and soft launched, and then now we're in California, Arizona, Texas, Kentucky, Tennessee, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, Delaware, New Jersey, Virginia, New York, oh my goodness, I Connecticut. We are in Illinois. We are growing so much, and I just want to thank you all for being a part of the journey and making that happen. Just stay tuned for year 3. We're going into year 3, so just stay tuned to see what is going on. Okay? Until next time, that was Brownce with CherRaye. Talk to you later. Bye.